Welcome to CBS Sports HQ. Well, at least a couple people are done. The early rounds are of round 2 of the Masters. I got to say, Thursday was fun. Friday, even better. So Justin Rose, things were looking a little questionable. He had 4 bogeys through 7. He entered as the leader today, but he turned things around, manages to be even for the day there at the top of the leaderboard, 7 under. Some other people who made significant ground today, Jordan Spieth, 4 under for the day, now moves to 5 under. And Tony Finau came in 2 over, fired off a 66, now 4 under throughout the tournament. Let's welcome in our good friend Kyle Porter, who is there at Augusta. We are very jealous of you, my friend, but we are happy to talk to you. Let's talk about Justin Rose. I mentioned he came into the tournament, or into this round, I should say, 7 under. At one point, he moved to 4 under, was tied there for the lead, turned it around at the end. What did you see from him?
Well, he's been awesome on the back 9 this week. You know, you look at obviously what he did on Thursday was unbelievable. He shot 30 on the back 9 on Thursday. And then follows it up on Friday. He struggled with those first, 6, 7 holes. He's played those over par, and he's played the rest of the course way under par. He goes out 65 on Thursday, and you're like, man, that's probably the round of the week in terms of the lowest score to par compared to the rest, or the lowest average score compared to the rest of the field. But to follow it up on Friday with something at even par or better, that was kind of the number that I threw at it, was if you're even par or better on Friday, you're going to be in a really good spot. And now he is. 2-stroke lead going into the weekend is not a lot. I mean, you could go out if you're Rose and bogey 1 and somebody else ahead of you makes a couple birdies and the lead's completely gone. But he did what he needed to do, I thought, on Friday. You weren't really going to extend that lead probably, but he's in a great spot to get what would be his second major and his first Masters ever at a place where he's played some really good weekend golf over the course of his career.
Let's talk about Tony Finau. 74 yesterday, 66 today, 6 under, moves to 4 under for the tournament. I know it was a little disappointing there. He had a bogey on 18, but this is a great round from him.
Yeah, it really was. The bogey putt on 18 was tough to watch. He left like a 5-foot putt short, which is hard to do on these greens with how glassy and fast they are. I watched Tony a little bit on the first 9 on Friday, and he had a shot into 6. So the pin on 6 is kind of this back shelf. It's an impossible pin. You and I would make 9, 10, I don't know, something maybe in the double digits if we were playing this hole. And he hits it right past the hole and makes birdie there. I mean, he really played. You think about Finau, you think about a huge hitter. And he is. He's a big bopper. He can kind of move it around this place, but his iron play was really, really good on Friday, and I thought 6 was kind of emblematic of the way he hit his irons, and as a result, he's in a good position to win, again, what would be for just the second time in his career and his first major championship.
I really appreciate you said that I would get a 10. I hold that tried and true to my heart. Our producer Jack says he would birdie, but he's just in my ear. That's just what lives there. Okay, let's talk about Justin Thomas. This is the Justin Thomas we are used to seeing. Up until 18, much like Tony Finau, he bogeyed 18, a little frustrating. Prior to that, it was a bogey-free round. But this is the guy we're used to seeing when it comes to JT.
First of all, Jack wouldn't make a 2 if you drop the ball on the green on the 6th hole. He would need a lot more than that. JT was great on Friday. I mean, he's somebody who, we've talked about this over the course of the week. He's improved every single year he's been at Augusta National. He's improved his final position on the leaderboard, and that culminated in the fall in November with a 4th place finish, way behind Dustin Johnson, but still in that top 5. And we're seeing, the ball strikers kind of reveal themselves over this, Friday afternoon headed into the weekend. That's what a course like this does. Thursday, maybe you make a bunch of putts. It's hard to do that a couple days in a row. And JT is one of the best ball strikers, if not the best ball striker in this field. And that cream rises to the top. It always does at majors. Is JT going to win the Masters? I don't know. But I do think he's here to stay until the end, and he'll be in the mix and compete for what would be his second major.
Mark Leishman is somebody that we didn't talk a whole lot about coming into this tournament, but he had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 birdies, only 1 bogey today. He came in even, so doing absolutely fantastic. He actually finished T13 back at the Masters in November, so can we look to him to be in the mix there on Sunday?
Yeah, I think so. Leishman's interesting. He's kind of testing this theory that your experience at the Masters is stickier at this major than any of the other majors. And what I mean by that is what you've done in the past, like your past history, specifically at Augusta National, is an indicator of your future results here. And that's not always true at all tournaments, but it is for some reason at Augusta National. And look, Leishman hasn't been that great over the last year, especially for kind of where he's been at in his career. He's a really good player, but he's kind of fallen off a little bit. But he has been good over the course of his career at Augusta National. He finishes in the top 10 back in, I think it was 2013. He's played well at times here, and I think that, again, I don't know that Mark Leishman is going to end up winning the Masters, but I don't think he's faking it around this place this week. I think he's going to be competitive. I think he's going to be kind of in the mix as we head into the weekend and into Sunday.
Kyle, Jordan Spieth, I had to come down and do some segments. He was 2 under. I came back up and he was 5 under, and I was just delighted. He ended up with 4 birdies on his back 9 there. I know you were following him for a little bit. And when it comes to Jordan, we never know. Hey, can we trust this? What is it going to be? So how are you feeling going into Saturday when it comes to Jordan?
Well, I'm excited. He's put a couple rounds together. Thursday was the circus act, the high wire, on a bicycle, no net underneath. Friday was different. Friday was only 1 bogey. It was very straightforward, which is never what we get from him, as you well know. So I'm a little thrown off by how straightforward it was, by only making 1 bogey, by playing a very clean round. He was able to get up and down a lot, so the short game is clearly working. But I think what's fascinating, it feels like, and this is just kind of the feeling from being out there, from being on the grounds a little bit, it feels like a Spieth JT kind of duel is unfolding a little bit. Now, there's a ton of combinations. There's still guys out on the course. Justin Rose might run away. There's a ton of different things that could happen. But Spieth JT for a green jacket this weekend, that'd be pretty special. That'd be a really, really fun battle. We don't get battles between kind of some of the best players in the world that often at major championships. We get them at WGC events or kind of regular PGA Tour events, but at majors, rarely do we get that battle between 2 generationally great players, which is what both of those guys have proven they are over the course of their careers. So that to me is kind of the number one storyline if it unfolds heading into the weekend.
Are you trying not to get your hopes up? I feel like you're a little hesitant. You're like, oh, it's good, but we're going to have to see how the weekend goes when it comes to Jordan.
Well, I'm trying to will it into I've been trying to speak it into existence all week. So that's kind of what I'm doing. I just wrote like 1,000 words on Spieth JT battling this weekend on CBSSports.com. So I'm trying to speak it and make it happen on Saturday and Sunday.
I like it. Make sure to check out that article, CBSSports.com. Okay, we got to talk about Bryson. He surprised me. I was very surprised because yesterday finished 4 over. Today he is 5 under. I was stunned when I saw this leaderboard. What adjustments did he make today?
Yeah, the big boy, he was great down the stretch. He made 3 birdies in his last, I think, 7 holes on Friday. And, I thought the fight was impressive. He could have just kind of mailed it in after Thursday. You're probably not going to win after you shoot 4 over in the first round. But he battled back, and he played really well coming home on Friday. And I thought the biggest difference, man, it was his iron play. He was a lot more precise with his irons. And that's just, you saw on Thursday, he was all over the yard. He was 20 yards long. He was 30 yards to the left. It was all over the planet. And he tightened that up on Friday, put himself in position to make some birdies, and he ended up capitalizing with the putter. So, is he in it? Yeah, kinda. He's 6 back of Justin Rose. It's going to take maybe another 67 on Saturday to really be in it, but I was really impressed by what he did on Friday afternoon.
Kept it calm, turned it around. Have a protein shake, Bryson. Congratulations. All right, Kyle, enjoy yourself out there. Can't wait to hear you on the First Cut Pod later. That is Kyle Porter. By the way, if you would like to watch the Masters, keep an eye out for Kyle in some of the shots. You can do that live for free on the CBS Sports mobile app, CBSSports.com, including featured groups, Amen Corner, holes 15 and 16, and Masters on the Range. Also, watch the official broadcast Wipe Out Your Weekend Plans, Saturday 3 Eastern, Sunday 2 Eastern on CBS. You can also stream it on Paramount+.
Want a sports network that delivers everything that matters about the game? The highlights, the picks, the instant analysis. No yelling, no fake debates, no politics. Hit the subscribe button and never miss a moment.